What's up, everyone? Joker here, bringing you audio commentary number 13. We got TSM Bjergsen, brand new member of TSM. He's going to be playing Fizz in the mid lane. So a cool game because we have actually 4 TSM members on the same team. Dyrus, OddOne, and Wildturtle alongside Bjergsen. OddOne is going to be playing Elise in the jungle. And then Dyrus and Wildturtle having a little bit of fun. Dyrus is playing Sivir, AD carry, and Turtle's actually supporting him on Thresh, so they got their bot lane. Obviously not their standard roles, but just having a little bit of fun with it. For the runes and masteries, we have hybrid pin reds. Those are pretty standard on Fizz. He does a lot of physical damage, and those runes are good on pretty much anyone, any AP champion that deals some physical damage, and Fizz deals a lot. We have armor yellows. Sometimes you'll see Fizz go with like AP, scaling AP yellows, but he's laning against a Jarvan, so he definitely wants that extra armor. Flat AP quints, those are pretty standard. You want as much damage as you can, and then he's got scaling AP blues. A lot of Fizzes will go aggressive runes in the blue slot either way, and since he's going against a Jarvan, he doesn't really need that MR. So the scaling AP is his choice. Flat AP would work too, but scaling, those are going to be better in the long run. And then for masteries, I'm not 100% positive on some of those mastery choices. I do know he went 21 offense, 9 defense. He has 3% CDR. He has the ignite. I do know he has both of these trees completely filled out. The scaling AD and scaling AP, along with the percentage armor and magic pen. Again, he wants that armor pen because Fizz does a lot of physical damage. I know he has 1 point in the brute force, the AD. Other than that, I'm pretty much just making educated guesses based on his starting stats. Pretty sure he has 3 in Havoc, 1 in Spell Sword, 1 in Executioner, and 1 in Butcher. But he might have like 2 points in Archmage instead of this and this. Not very important. And then he went 9 defense. Sometimes you'll see Fizz go 30-0-0. Fizz is a champion that can be very aggressive with his rune and mastery choices because of his kit. But I do know for a fact he has these 5 extra armor points, and that's again because of the Jarvan. And he has that extra 30 health as well, meaning he also has this durability. The reason for his extra focus on the armor is just because Jarvan is actually a very aggressive laner. You don't always realize that because when you see Jarvan in the jungle, he often builds pretty much tank. But in lane, Jarvan does a lot of damage, and he's going to be a very strong level 1-2 champion just like Fizz. So Fizz wants an ideal setup to be able to duel at Jarvan early. Fizz has Flash Ignite as well as Jarvan, so standard there for the most part. Sometimes Fizz can go with Barrier, but Flash does let you make more plays. And you see Fizz started W here. Against melees, that's generally probably the best choice. Your W makes your auto attacks do a ton of damage, and a melee versus melee matchup, you're going to be trading autos. But you see the Jarvan is winning these early trades, and that just shows how strong Jarvan is. Worth noting is that Fizz did start with the red elixir and then potions other than that. And that's going to be close. Didn't quite get him. But he should win the early lane now. Jarvan has to go back. He started Dorn's shield, so no healing there. Oh, the Rammus Kink's coming in. So it'll be interesting. Ooh, nice play there. And gets the level up for the escape. So that's pretty sweet. And that's why you take the flash. Nice flash, and then he used his dash to get through Jarvan, and that gave him level 3, which gave him his troll pull to escape the Rammus. Rammus would have been able to kill him with the red buff and the taunt. So now Fizz is fairly safe against this Rammus. Rammus can't roll into him because of all the creeps, and Fizz is just trying to get as much of the CS as he can before Jarvan gets back to lane, and the threat of both of them has to push him out. But he has a nice early lead now with that first blood. And he goes with double Doran's rings.
Not interested.
Just gonna get up some mana and get back to lane.
Yep.
So Doran's rings are standard item on Fizz. Just give you a bunch of laning power, give you nice combination of stats, very cost efficient. And he did get the first blood, but he's not out of the woods yet. He lost a lot of CS because of that gank and his early trade that he lost, so he does have a lead, but it's not a huge lead. And when you start Red Elixir, you're kind of expected to turn that into some sort of advantage because you are blowing 300 gold on a consumable item that's going to go away after 3 minutes. So he pushes up the lane and now he's going to roam.
Purple team double kill.
Looks like Dyrus and Wildturtle lost their trade though with the Rammus gank. So Fizz is going to have to go back. He wasn't able to get down there in time to pick up any cleanup kills. So he is a level up on Jarvan, and that's going to be nice. He'll hit 6 first. And being a level up should let him be aggressive, at least for the time being. His Red Elixir has like 10-15 more seconds on it, so. And you see OddOne was waiting around. Oh, but he misses the cocoon. I think they still should have Rammus. Yeah, the dot, okay. That was an interesting flash. I don't think OddOne needed a flash there. So they pick up that kill. That was good anticipation by OddOne. He knew with Fizz that pushed up that Rammus would probably be coming mid for a gank. Would have been a little bit cleaner if OddOne had hit the cocoon, but they still got what they wanted. 1 for none. And now Fizz is level 6 and Jarvan has to play scared. And right here, not Turtle, but Bjergsen noticed that the wave is actually pushing in towards him. And he's able to slow down his rate of attacking the creeps and just completely deny this Jarvan. And now since Jarvan backed off, he's going to AoE push this up. But Jarvan notices this, and Jarvan is going to cancel his back. Kind of little mind games that go on sometimes with creep waves. But Fizz is going to be aggressive. Okay, so he gets the ult off, and that should be 1 for 1. Oh, yeah, 1 for 1. So Jarvan played that fairly well. But Fizz still got what he wanted. As you can see, all these creeps are coming up to the tower and dying to it. And by the time that Jarvan gets back, the wave's going to be even again. So Jarvan lost a lot of experience in that. He did get a kill, but it was 1 for 1. And he lost 2 waves or so of minions. And now the lane is pushing back towards Fizz. That's something you'll see a lot more top lane, just because you get punished harder top lane for how the creep waves push, just because it's such a longer lane. But you see mid, Jarvan did just lose that cannon minion because of it, and now he comes back to lane, and the lane's already on Fizz's side, and he can't duel him still, so. The kill trade was definitely worth it. So he's picking up his blue. He picked up a Sheen, so going for that early Lich Bane. Sheen's a really strong item too, when you can actually complete it. Now it looks like they're gonna mess with Rammus, although he did walk by a ward. Rammus should get out of there. But he is roaming top to finish off this Renekton. And that should be a kill, no problem. Now they're gonna try to get the Rammus. They should have that as well. So nice roam. Able to finish off the Renekton top who was dying to the gank. And then the Rammus who was trying to help was kind of just stuck there at his turret. Now let's see if Jarvan can get anything in return. So Jarvan did do the smart thing there. When your lane roams on you like that and it's too late for you to go respond, you want to push up and then go make something else happen. And he was able to get a kill bot. But Fizz got 2 kills and he was already ahead, so now he's even further ahead. 4 kills, 1 assist. Jarvan has 2 kills, no assists, and Fizz is up about 15 to 20 CS. So the Rammus gank comes in. Oh, nice flash. Gets away from the Jarvan combo with the flash, and now that's a super aggressive move, but he does escape. Oh, Rammus fail flashes over the wall. Not sure why he went back in there. Fizz is kind of playing with fire here, but he does have his ult, and I think he'll have this Rammus kill. Oh man, poor Rammus. 0-3, 28 CS at 10 minutes. Now Fizz is trying to get out of here, but I think Jarvan should be able to finish him off. Oh, he might be able to get the kill. But he's going to try to time his pull for when Jarvan does his combo. And I think he just should be straight safe. Oh, not quite. He wasn't able to get the pull off in time. And Jax won't clean that up, so. Finally died, but he's still 5-2. Jarvan got the shutdown, but Fizz is still significantly ahead. And he already has a completed Lich Bane at 11 minutes. So Fizz is pretty much set this game. He's going to be relevant for quite a while, regardless of what happens, and he's going to have a good chance at snowballing this game. So heading back to lane now. Oh, and Jarvan gets hooked. Gets the ult. So that was a nice play by Jarvan. Was able to pick up the Thresh kill, and he kept Fizz out with his Cataclysm. But Fizz eventually got the kill, and it was actually shut down. So Fizz is even more rich now. Now it looks like he's waiting for this wave to get pushed up so he can dive. So 1 for 1 there. Not really worth it considering Rammus was 0-3 going into that. Oh, and Dyrus just outplayed the Graves pretty hard. So blue has about a 3k gold lead. They're in good shape, I would say. And Fizz is able to get his boost 1 and an amp tome. Somewhat low CS totals, but that's just because he's been roaming so much, getting a lot of kills. He's at 5,500, whereas the next closest in the game is like 43, so very big lead. So he's using his E to wave clear, and you see he's maxing his E first. That's what most Fizzes do. Gets the cooldown very low, and your E is what allows you to make such big plays with Fizz. Able to be so aggressive and still get out and live. And he's maxing his Q second. He does get caught here. He might be dead. He actually died to the Rammus Powerball damage. A little bit caught out there. There was too many enemies. He had no help.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So they're trying to do some tower dive action on this Rammus, but they're gonna pay for it, I think. No. 1 for 1. Not too bad. And back to Fizz. He picks up the cloth armor, so he's going for that Seeker's Arm Guard. Probably finishes Zanya's Hourglass second. That's the standard Fizz build these days. Lichbane into Hourglass. What do we got going on here? We got Jax messing with their red buff. And Rammus just barely gets away, but Fizz should have something to say about that. Not quite there in time. See if you can catch him at try. It's not warded. So Renekton pops the ult and Fizz doesn't want to deal with that. It's a lot of health to get through. Instead he's going to take this big ass wave and probably go get his blue. So you see the E just pops that whole wave off. And now he takes the blue. E's over the wall, back to mid lane. Looking for some action. Fizz is still very strong compared to the rest of the map. So you see his E cooldown is so low that he can actually just cast it just to get around faster and still have it up for when the fight comes. Now Rammus is going to be dead here. So that was pretty well fought by Purple. But they should get out 2 for 2. OddOne can grab this Q. And now he's got to hit a cocoon. There you go. And straight back to farming. So Fizz has his arm guard complete. And he's also got an elixir. You'll see pro mid laners pick up those elixirs starting right about now in the mid game. They'll definitely pick them up when they aren't going to have blue immediately. For example, Fizz just picked his blue buff up not too long before he went down bottom and ended up dying. So his blue's not going to be up for a little bit. And that elixir is not only going to give him that extra power in AP, but it's going to give him that extra CDR to carry him through till his next blue buff. So he's just farming up top. He's probably going to hold off on popping that elixir until he gets into some action.
Purple team double kill.
So Purple's actually making a game out of this. It's down to about 1,500 gold lead, which isn't very significant. And the kills are almost even. Fizz should be able to take this top turret.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Now Fizz is coming bot, or coming mid to flank the rest of them. And he sees them reacting, so he's gonna move to this little bush, maybe try to get a pick. He's hoping to find someone walking back there. And he's able to do all that and only take 2 turret shots. I think one of them actually hit him.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
So mid turret goes as well, and that's going to get their lead back up to a little over 2k. Never mind. Graves gets a turret, although he might die for it. I don't imagine Graves living this. Oh, nice flash, but I think he's still dead. Yeah, AD carries aren't going to survive Fizz at this point in the game, especially a fed Fizz, even if he doesn't hit the ult. Just the QW damage plus the Lichbane proc, and then the E finish him off with a couple extra auto attacks. And now with Graves down, they have a kind of a free push bot. And Sivir is split pushing, which is what Sivir does best these days. Only problem is they don't have much range damage to attack this turret with. Sivir comes in. So Fizz gets polymorphed and just backs off. They did get the turret. That's all they're really gonna want. They might be forced to fight this, yeah. Typical solo queue, lack of communication there. Half the team wanted to go back, half of them wanted to stay and fight. But I think, yeah, Jarvan bit off a little more than he could chew there. Now Fizz's cooldowns are back up, other than his ult. Oh, this bitch is dead. Unfortunately for Lulu, that was warded, so her jukes aren't going to work. And now Fizz has 10 kills. And I'm guessing he has enough for an hourglass. Yep, definitely. But he might be able to grab one more kill. Looks like Rammus is getting pretty crazy diving. Oh man, Rammus got outplayed pretty hard. Oh, and they all want the Jax, but so Purple just threw a little bit there. Rammus really wanted that kill, and then Renekton really wanted that kill, and neither one of them will get it. And now Jarvan's gonna be, oh, maybe not. So nice damage there. You see a Jarvan that builds damage does a lot of fucking damage. And Fizz drops pretty quick, but it is 1 for 1. And it looks like Blue's gonna go pick up Dragon. So about a 5k gold lead. Blue's back in good shape. The game got close for a little bit there after they got a little bit sloppy, but that last extended push bottom and then the poor decision making on diving for that Jax kind of put this back into a solid lead. Got Jax up here split push, and he'll probably die to this gank, but that's worth the dragon. And back to Fizz, so he picks up that hourglass. He's got a blasting wand, probably gonna get a void staff with that, although they don't have much MR at this point. Gonna pick up his blue real quick. Kite it out while his cooldowns come back up, and go find someone to kill. Looks like Renekton will be the target, and lands the ult is pretty much a guaranteed kill, especially with the Thresh supporting him. So kill number 11 for Fizz. And with Renekton down for 35 seconds, they might be able to make something happen off that. We'll see. Oh, nice hook. Big plays by Turtle. But purple was closer, so it actually turns against them. Nice plays there by Fizz. Oh, I think he gets, I don't know if he gets the kill. Graves barely lived. Looks like he had barrier up, so he's able to barrier, but there's nice coordination there with the Thresh Lantern. And then the Zanyas. And he gets away with the E, Q's a minion. And now we got Jax and Thresh chasing down Jarvan. And another nice hook by Wildturtle. So Fizz is risking his life right now, fighting the blue monster. But he gets it. He's probably gonna back. So Jax dies doing something I presume was dumb. About a 6k gold lead, still a solid lead. The rest is getting a little crazy. See, the Renekton is not very tanky, that's his problem. He went Hydra, and he's got a Giant Spell and Chain Vest, but that's it for tankiness. Which isn't very much at 25 minutes. Oh, Home Guard Rammus comes flying in. Looks like Thresh will go down. And that push will be turned away. Meanwhile, we got Fizz up top, doing Renekton, potentially. So Renekton wants to fight, goes in aggressively, and just gets shit on pretty hard by Fizz. Now we'll see if Rammus can clean it up. But as long as he doesn't get taunted under turret, he should be okay. Yeah, I don't think Rammus wins this. Oh, he might. He did have red. Oh, interesting. And now Jax and Dyrus chase down Jarvan, chase down Lulu. Jax might have went a little bit too far again. And Graves shows up just in time to die. Nice play by OddOne there. And we'll see what Thresh can do. Oh, nice polymorph by Lulu. Perfect timing on that. But they were able to get the kill. And potentially all live. Now OddOne goes down. Okay. So nice taunt by Rammus gets Jack's kill. But Dyrus gets another kill on Sivir. He's actually at 10 kills now. He's kiting the Renekton. Nice barrier. And you think he has it. Oh, no, not quite. It's done just in time for Renekton. Anyways, back to Fizz. He's got his voice staff now. So that was his third item. Despite the relative lack of MR. And he's getting back to the split push mindset. This is something that is a lot more common in Europe, where their games are more mid laner centric. It even kind of falls through to solo queue, where their mids become the strongest people in the game and kind of try to split push, make people come fight them. And you can see Bjergsen's kind of forcing that, even though it's not necessarily something you see in solo queue and NA nearly as much. It certainly could be soon, we'll see. Season 4 will completely shake up the meta anyway, so. Oh, Graves. I don't know what he was thinking. It hadn't been that long since Fizz had shown right there. So 13 kills now as Graves explodes. Yeah, see, in NA, you'll still see a lot of times the AD carries will just kind of AFK farm bot when there's not much else going on. But when you have it mid laner split push and bot like that, that's not really an option. Those AD carries kind of have to stick with the team and just farm the waves mid more passively. And Graves clearly hadn't adjusted to that.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
So let's see, about 7.5k gold lead. Still fairly close for 30 minutes. But I don't really see anything that would lead me to believe that Purple's going to turn this game around. Thresh dies being a little bit too aggro. And Fizz is waiting for the right time to engage. Oh, goes a little bit early and Jarvan catches him. Oh, nice play by Dyrus there. This Renekton is just tearing shit up now, although I think he's dead. And Fizz should be able to clean this up. Oh, and Dyrus gets real aggro, even though, oh, Graves is back up, but he's not even gonna live. Oh my goodness. That was pretty funny. He runs in, eyes all wide because they're all low, but one cocoon and that's the end of that. So now this game should be just about over. We got a 10k gold lead. Fizz has another large rod, so on his way to death cap. Dyrus has 15 kills, holy shit. And he's got 3,000 gold to spend, even though he already has IE, Bloodthirster, Last Whisper. And someone is pinging way too much. But they should have this Baron for just about free. Ramis has flash, so he might be able to make a hero play. No, OddOne gets it. And Fizz goes on Jarvan. And Hourglass dodges a lot of stuff. He has a lantern, but unable to click it. Does get one kill though, when he should have just been dead. Graves dies for a 10th time. And
Blue team double kill.
just some kills here and there. So Fizz and Sivir, Dyrus and Bjergsen have 31 kills put together at 31 minutes. That's pretty good. And they're just gonna push top, try to end this game. Sivir didn't buy. Yeah, Sivir has 4,400 gold. So 1 for 1 there. And Sivir finally goes down. Fizz is trying to hurry and get there so he can clean up that mess. Oh, he actually went DFG. Probably because that's what he could afford. Fizz doesn't really need DFG, but it's kind of funny when he gets it. So Fizz basically just eats a shitload of CC and isn't able to do anything. It's kind of uneventful fight there. A little bit of a throw by Blue, but shouldn't matter. Still got a solid 10k gold lead. And they're pushing, but it's a super minion lane. So Sivir was finally able to buy and picked up double Phantom Dancer, so
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
he's rocking about 85% crit. And our next gen's caught. Dyrus picks up his 18th kill. And they'll probably just shove down the Nexus.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Let's see, 25 seconds on our next in.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Ramus gets stunned. Fizz grabs a kill on Graves. DFG on Jarvan, he dies. And that'll just about do it. Alright, well, nothing groundbreaking there from Fizz in terms of builds or decision making or anything like that, but you did see some really nice mechanics from Bjergsen. A lot of smooth escapes, able to stay alive in fights a lot longer than he should have, get kills he shouldn't have. Overall, it's still a sloppy solo queue game, but just some of those individual moves were really nice. And that'll just about do it. Thanks for watching. As always, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and shoot me any recommendations you have for potential players or champions to commentate.